It's Friday the 13th, and I said on Facebook last night that I would answer the best question that was presented. So, got loads of good questions, guys. Keep them rolling because I have no problem doing this sort of question answer format in here. Some good questions coming in, talking about all kinds of things, really. You know, from body fat, good question. Debbie Ashcroft, Rachel Feely talking about body fat levels and how to monitor and measure. That might be something we talk about further down the line. Today I want to focus on Camilla Hazelden's question. Okay, T5s, T6s. Any point in taking them to speed up weight loss or not? First thing I'd like to say to Camilla is, looking at your before and after pictures from the 12-week challenge, I don't think you need anything to speed up your results, but I'll answer the question anyway. I want to tackle T6s first. So T6s, to me, just doing a bit of Googling, I'm being honest, I've not actually heard of T6s, but doing a bit of Googling, it seems it's a legal product that people can buy, a weight loss aid. And as with a lot of these sort of legal weight loss aids, the issue is that they're not particularly powerful. They're probably usually backed up with a little bit of research, but not too much. And they're what I like to call, or what we like to call in Iron Fitness, is like a 1%er. Now, a 1%er is something that affects your results 1%. Now, there's things that you can be doing to leverage your results a lot more than 1%. So the sort of diet changes, the lifestyle changes, the training changes that you've already made in the last 12 weeks have obviously affected your results a lot more than 1%. So I would focus on what I call the big levers, the things like we've just said that are going to affect you a lot, you know, a hell of a lot more. So that's T6's part. So that tends to be the legal stuff, tends to be like that. The T5s, technically they're not illegal at this stage. There is a movement towards making them prescription only because they are contained in a lot of drugs you get for asthma and colds and coughs and things like that over the counter. So there is a move to make them prescription only, and I think the resale of them is illegal if it's not the prescription stuff. So the main component of T5s is something called ephedra, or Ephedrine, and you know, just selling that like in a gym or something like that, or selling T5s, that is illegal, you know, without doubt. So I'm going to tackle this in a couple of different areas. I'm going to talk to you first about the short-term results in terms of weight loss from taking something like T5, and then I'm going to talk about the short-term health consequences of taking something like a T5, and then I'm going to talk about long-term stuff. So first of all, your short-term results. You know, some people do see quite dramatic weight loss results. That isn't everybody. I'll not lie about that. The issue tends to become with that weight loss is it's not always good weight loss. It can tend to burn a lot of muscle tissue. So a lot of the bodybuilders, when I was sort of training, when I was 16, 17 years old, a lot of the bodybuilders there were taking an ETA stack, which was ephedrine, caffeine and aspirin. And all the aspirin did was it kept it in your system a lot longer. So a lot of the guys were taking that back then, and what they found was that yes, it is quite a good fat burner, but if you're also losing an equal amount of muscle tissue, then you're just going to look like a bag of shit basically, and people stop taking it really. I don't think too many people take that sort of stack now. So short-term results, yeah, it can sort of like make you lose weight on the weighing scales, but a lot of that weight can be due to losing muscle tissue, which is not ideal because you tend to look quite saggy and soft when you lose that type of weight if you're losing muscle tissue. Short-term health implications, obviously more serious. Blood pressure's raised, heart rate's raised, anxiety levels, things like that. Obviously, if you've got any underlying heart problems that you're not aware of, that can put you at huge risk. It's like any type of stimulant. If you're taking in excess, it can put you at big risk of issues in that component. So, long-term, the issue you get long-term, and this is something I'm seeing now. I've worked in gyms for 16 years now. So I'm seeing this a lot of young girls who are taking T5s and stuff, and I've observed them over like a decade maybe. I think I've worked in Wigan 10 years now, and you know, seeing them people is what you find is a lot of them are actually on like thyroxine and thyroid medication now because they've smashed the thyroid to pieces. It puts that much stress on your system that taking something like this continually to lose weight, your adrenals, your thyroid, everything just gets hammered in and smashed in, and your body's no longer capable of producing the hormones that you need to get results. It's a huge issue because I don't know what you guys are like, but I want to look good, I want to be healthy, I want to be lean, I want to be fit, I want to be strong. I want all that for all my life, really, into touch wood, hopefully old age. So it's not good for me that just getting a short-term result and then just dropping off the wagon and just making everything 10 times worse for myself when I get older. And even if you don't give a shit about your health, then presumably, if you want to look good in your 30s or your 40s or something, then you don't want to look like a bag of shit 5 years later. I'm taking it you don't. So that's the problem long term in terms of results. Long term when it comes to health. Now, this is something that a doctor once told me, a sports medicine doctor told me, that anybody that takes T5s and things like that on a regular basis will have problems with their health when it comes to putting themselves at risk of heart attack and stroke and those sorts of things in the long run. That's if you're abusing them things long term. So I think you can pretty much get my answer, Camilla, that it's a no from me. I'm sorry, but I'm not an advocate of any sort of stuff like that. Anything that compromises health is a big no from me, because we're all about getting results through making people stronger, fitter, and making them healthier. You know, we want to be in the game for the long haul, don't we? So not sure whether or not you knew that they were unhealthy, but I hope that's cleared up a bit more. I'm happy to do these Q&As, guys, so whenever I put these posts up, if you just fire them up, I get Gavin, he prints them out for me. I basically pick the best sort of questions. We can do this on a regular basis. Over and out, guys. Make sure you get down to the Do tomorrow night at the gym, 7 o'clock. It's going to be a good one. See you later.